down, Martin, or I will fire.
I don't think you want to do that, Captain.
What's that on his arm? What's that on his arm?
What'll it be, Frank?
We're flying.
Come on, let's go, boys. Come on. Get the rest of the weapons on board and let's go.
Okay, there's obviously some kind of a dead man switch. Wherever his heartbeat stops, a bomb goes off or something.
Let's do this. I'm not going in there with you.
What?
The island wanted me to get sick. And it wanted you to get well. My time is over, John. It's yours now.
Yeah. I'm cool with you going in alone, too.
Are you Jacob?
No. But I can speak on his behalf.
Is that Jack's dad?
Well, who are you? I'm Christian.
You know why I'm here?
Yeah, sure. Do you?
I'm here because I was chosen to be.
Wrong answer.
That's absolutely right.
Claire?
Hi, John.
What are you doing here?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm with him.
Where's the baby?
The baby's where he's supposed to be. And once they get here, all of these questions won't matter one bit. So why don't you ask the one question that does matter?
What do I do next?
How do I save the island?
I gotta remember. I'm gonna forget. I gotta try to remember about Hugo.
Did he tell you what we're supposed to do?
I did.
Well?
He wants us to move the island.
What? All right. One of the main comments through season 4 from almost the start, I'd say, has been, you're going to be so confused this season. Oh, the mind fucks are just beginning. And I usually write those off because I consider myself fairly observant, fairly pretty good at guessing. This episode was one big... I haven't the faintest idea what's going on. I will say this though, I'm gonna do this out of order. I'm gonna get my list together real quick because I'll forget. Everything just about remains the same. Ben, Locke, etc., etc., etc. Only difference is I'm going to take... I like Miles, but he's gotta go. Sorry, I don't have the space. So Miles drops outside of the top 10, and then Frank moves into a tie with Hurley at 10. Hurley is such a good dude, almost naively good. and such a cool. There was something about that. It had been building the whole episode, where he's like kind of almost a child. But usually make me sick to my stomach, but it doesn't. It's been 4 seasons. Hurley's on the list. Hurley at 10. Calm, detached, smirking, quite frankly, Claire. I fell in love with her, like just now. I just did. As for everything else, you're going to have to bear with me. If I'm speaking nonsense because I don't know what I'm talking about. And I just say it from the jump. There's Albert, right? Okay, Albert saw Locke as a kid, right? And then wanted him to come to his camp or whatever as a teenager, right? So they've had the eye on Locke for a while. That is not the Darwin Initiative. That is the Others, where I assume Albert was the leader at some point. That's what Ben was talking about earlier, right? And then Lance Reddick saw Locke as an adult when he was thrown out of the building, told him to go on the walkabout, which is what caused Locke to be on the island in the first place. Right? Okay. We know Albert and the Others are currently at war with Charles Whitmore, who has assembled a team that we saw Lance Reddick put together with Naomi and the Ghostbuster and the pilot, etc., etc. Right? I haven't missed so far, right? Now, here's the question. Number one, how does everybody know all these things? I'm going to accept Albert knows these things because the island is giving him information. Jacob, or whoever, is giving him information. By the way, I'm going to assume that just as Locke replaced Ben, Ben replaced Albert. That's my guess so far. I'm rolling with it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay? But how does Whitmore / Lance Reddick know about Locke? Besides the fact that he survived falling out of 8 stories. Or is that it? Whatever. This is realistic, and on this side is, let's say, surrealistic, fantastical, if you would. That Lost was already in this area, and then like this episode in particular, we just kind of further move things over here with Jack's dad, Albert, who was even older than I thought, and a moving cabin, etc. It's smoke monsters, etc., etc., etc. By the way, I still don't understand how Ben called the smoke monster. While that has happened, how's Jack's dad alive? He wasn't in the coffin when Jack saw him. Has he been alive this whole time? Alive? You know what I mean? Around. Did Hurley really see Charlie? Are they all actually dead? Is Hurley right about that? Right. I was making a point and I totally just lost it. Right. If as it's moved this way, it's gotten further into things that are more conventionally popular on television, like gunfights and betrayal and people shooting each other, etc., like what's going on the boat. I don't understand. Oh, they want Locke to move the island. Jacob wants Locke to move the island, right? Before, two episodes ago, Ben tells Whitmore you'll never find it. So they moved it. Now, is that a metaphorical move it? Is that an actually move this island? I'm so confused. Anyway, post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, thank Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Unless something went horribly wrong, you should see your name here somewhere in the roll call. Also, the podcast starts on November the 6th, talking a whole bunch of nonsense about a whole bunch of nonsense. And for those requests, they should be coming shortly.